Alright, this is the grassland site. This is the area that it's looking out over. There's a lot of low forbs, and then there's dotted with some bushes here and there. What I found is a nice tree to hang the camera, and then we've done a predator site here. I have a stick, and then jammed on that stick is some ground elk, and there's a piece of ground elk on the ground. And again, this is what the area looks like, really grassy and open. And our camera, which is probably taking pictures as we speak. Okay, we've increased in elevation. Around us we have pinyon, juniper, manzanita, scrub oak type of community. It's shady here on the north side. I've put the camera here on a pinyon pine tree, and we're looking down across this area, a nice open area. There's a lot of track here. I see a lot of prints, and there's some browse and forage here. Again, this is the shady north cool side, down out over the grasslands there to our north. And I put a pile of apples. I crushed a couple apples just to bring some good scent. And again, there's a lot of track, and there's a little trail going through this area, but there's lots of little trails dotted through here. And again, there is our camera right on the tree. Okay, I've set a camera along a little perennial drainage. There's a little bit of water seeping off this mountain here behind me. The camera is here on a pinyon pine, and it's looking out over this little drainage with water. The green plant you see is a manzanita. These are junipers and such, but there's a lot of aquatic grasses and mosses and stuff growing along this creek. The creek kind of is like a spring that seems to dry up a little bit going up this rocky hill. I was going to set the camera on the main part of the drainage, but there looked to be a lot of people tracks there, and so we went off the beaten path a little bit. The area with the main water is about 100 yards away from here, but this little stream here will do for a nice water source, a nice open area to catch some game. There is the camera. Okay, here we have a camera hung on a rock boulder. I decided to put a little bit of cracked corn and a salt rock at this site. Here is what the location looks like. There's a pretty big mountain peak, grassy canyon, some junipers dotting the canyon, working its way down into grassy flats. Here is the salt rock, and then here is a little cracked corn that I put visible. Camera. Okay, this is the Little Thumb Butte camera. I actually have two cameras, so I'm going to set one here, and I'm going to set another one down off of Granite Creek. So this first one here is tied to a cliff rose shrub. It's looking out this way. That's the perspective. That point is Little Thumb Butte. We're kind of looking northeast, and then down this way a little ways I have a small salt rock buried in the soil. It's just a piece off the other one that I placed. So this is the Granite Creek drainage, and then the Verde River is down that way. Okay? Okay, I've headed downstream, down Granite Creek, closer to the confluence with the Verde River. The trees have gotten bigger and more closed in. You can definitely tell there's groundwater here. Little Thumb Butte is right through the trees over there. And as I head this way, I'm starting to find little pools of water, areas where the water is literally just bubbling up. I see deer track, not a ton, but a few deer tracks here, javelina tracks. There's definitely been some turkey tracks, I believe, or some other large birds. There's another bigger pool of water here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up out of the drainage, and I'm going to go up here to the side and set the camera. Okay, here's the camera. I had to rig it up a little bit because it was trying to fall down. It's pointing out this way over this nice green grassy little depression. The main creek, Granite Creek, is right out there. And there was a lot of cattle tracks in the area, but like I mentioned, there's a lot of animal tracks. And I put a pile of cracked corn right there. There's a nice deer track right there. Could be from within the last week or so. Cracked corn. And there's the camera probably taking pictures of us right now.